So the project continues apace. We have drilled the necessary holes for the flanges and the backing plates. And at the moment, I'm going to do a little bit of last minute cleanup, make sure there's no loose polysulfide or anything else that I've missed. Clean that up, and then I will wipe it down with some acetone, and then we're ready to put the backing plates back in place. And the way I will do that is I will through bolt them. I will mix up some epoxy and some Tabasol, make a nice putty paste. I'll put the backing plates in place, and then I will through bolt them, tighten them down, and let them cure. So the areas have been cleaned up. I took a wire brush on the end of my drill to get rid of any loose polysulfide or any old material, and then I use my vacuum to vacuum up on any of the dust and the debris. I will now wipe down the area with some acetone, and I will go mix up my epoxy. One of the things I plan on doing is putting a little bit of wax paper around the through hulls themselves. I'm going to use them to help align the plates before I bolt them in, and I don't want getting epoxy all over the threads because that'll be difficult to deal with after the fact. So I'll use a little bit of wax paper. Hopefully that'll protect it. And then as of tonight, I will have 3 backing plates installed with 3 seacocks ready to go into place. Not bad for day 2. So there's the result of my work. I've got the 2 6-inch backing plates in place. They're bolted in there. I'm going to have to, once the epoxy is cured, take the hardware out and mount the flanges in on top of them, and clean up the through hulls, which shouldn't hopefully take too long. But it would have been nice to put a fillet here, and the reason I didn't is because it's very warm out, and by the time I bolted up the hardware, the epoxy was starting to harden, and so rather than make a big mucky mess of it, I just thought I'd leave a bead around the edge just like that, and it doesn't look too horrible, and no one's going to see this anyways. It's inside the cabinet. So onward and upward.